Are we live?
Yes.
So we're live right now.
We're live now.
What about now?
Okay, so we're live. All right. Well, everyone, thank you for joining us tonight for a very different kind of Dice and Dudes. Sorry, I have the mic in my face, but that's okay. You guys can still see me. So tonight, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a pre-release. We're going to be doing a pre-release opening for Kaldheim from Magic. A long time ago, like at this point almost a year ago, we asked people what they wanted to see more on the channel. He actually mentioned Magic the Gathering. Vince is a well-known Magic player here in El Paso, and he's been playing for a long time. I myself played Magic in Alpha and Beta, but I got out during Ice Age. Never really came back until this year with Commander, and my friend here who's been super inconsistent with Magic, so we figured why not have a little bit of Magic content on the channel and see if you guys like it. So yeah, today we're going to be doing a Kaldheim opening. We're all going to open together. We're going to show you guys any of the like the full arts or the mythics and the rares and stuff like that over there on our side camera, so you guys can see what we get. Then Paul and I may put together a deck real quick, and we may play a quick game while we do a deck tech for Halvar, right?
Yep.
For Halvar, yeah.
Halvar, God of Battle. He's one of the new gods from Kaldheim.
Yeah, so Vince put a lot of work in and got a Commander deck list going. Is this expensive deck list or a cheap deck list?
It's kind of expensive.
Okay, so this is going to be you got the money, you got the cards kind of deck list, and then later on we may do a budget deck list with Halvar to see, so you guys can see the comparison. But for now, let's go ahead and get to our opening. So guys, you all ready?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and start. We'll start with, you guys want to start with the box? You guys want to start with the box? All right, we're going to start with the box.
Okay, start with the box.
Okay. Well, as long as it looks good on yours and not mine. Well, now review that. Man, okay. Why are we so tiny?
I don't know. Why are we so tiny?
That's a good question.
You demand with the iPad.
Okay, you know what?
Because we're on the wrong one. Oh, okay, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, now that I know where all the scenes are.
So we're going to pull all those out. And then first thing we can show is, ooh, cool, I got the green die.
You got the green die?
I got the green die.
Green
die, and then we'll see what die you got. And ooh, I got a nice one. I got Magda.
There's the green die. I want that if you want.
Yeah, I got Magda. So I don't really play red, so
I got Herald Unites the Elves.
Ooh. And then
I got the white die.
Yeah, we'll show them over there. Yeah. And
you got the white die. Trade them right now.
Yeah. And then what did you get for your pre-release? Ooh, he got the Runeforge Champion. Nice. Alrighty. Very nice.
So here's Paul's Runeforge Champion.
Hold on, let me turn that on. There we go.
It's pretty cool. What the Runeforge Champion does is it lets you go through your graveyard or your library to pull a rune out, reveal it to everybody, put it in your hand, and then shuffle your library if you pulled it out of the library. It also lets you cast runes for one colorless mana instead of whatever the casting cost is, which is kind of huge.
That's pretty big. So that's going to be the Runeforge Champion. There you go.
Here's Magda, Brazen Outlaw. David got it. I want it. This is something that's really cool, especially if you play red. So its first ability is kind of meh. Its other dwarves get +1/+0. Dwarf Tribal, not really a thing, but it's coming back in standard because of all the dwarves they're printing. The big one is whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, you create a treasure token.
Ooh.
And then you can sacrifice 5 treasure tokens to search your library for an artifact or a dragon card, put it into the battlefield, and then shuffle your library.
Jesus, that's huge. 8-drop dragon coming at you. Like, yeah, that's really big.
And there's other stuff that creates treasure tokens, so there's plenty of ways, as long as you've got Magda out, to really crank out those high-cost artifacts straight from your deck without the chance to get countered.
That's really cool. And then the last one?
The last one is one of the sagas. It is Herald Unites the Elves. So the first step is mill 3 cards. You can put an elf or Tivar card from the graveyard onto the battlefield. Then you put a +1/+1 in every elf you control. And the third and final one is whenever an elf you control attacks this turn, target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1.
Very nice.
It's really good for Elf Tribal. It comes in the green-black that Elf Tribal is based in. I'll play it. If I build an Elf deck, I'll play it.
Yeah, I mean, I like this. I'm not really gonna run elves, but I mean, it's a nice card that I managed to pull out of my pack.
Oh,
I really like it. That's a nice card I pulled out.
there we go.
So all right, so we got our packs. We'll all open them up individually. We won't go through every single card, but we want to go through the big ones, the mythics, the rares,
Yeah,
stuff
there's
like
a
that.
couple
You know, the full
uncommons
arts.
and commons that I
Ye-
want to show people.
Yeah,
just
and-
because of the effect on the game.
Yeah, and like any of the edge foils and stuff like that, we want to show
Yeah,
off
yeah.
because the stuff is just
'Cause
really
they're pretty.
cool. Yeah. So yeah, definitely.
Pretty is good.
So whenever you are ready, Paul.
I am ready.
Open it.
Open it.
Make the pretty sounds.
Make the pretty sound.
All right, Paul's got it open.
Alrighty. So, well, first off, I'm gonna. Ooh, cool! I got. I like these. I do like these a lot.
The blank tokens.
Yeah, I
for
like the
lands,
blank
they're
tokens.
nice.
Yeah.
Treasure token.
Alrighty. So Doomscar Oracle.
I haven't gotten to my rare yet, but I will pull it out and. So what I like is they brought back the snow-covered lands with new art.
Yes.
Snow-covered lands are always a good mechanic. It's a way to get a little bit extra out of your basics. And
That's good. That's really good. Okay, so that's cool. All right.
so they've also brought back the dual lands, David.
Yes.
If you want.
I actually pulled out Volatile Fjord. It is
So-
a snow dual land.
They're not true duels because they come into play tapped, but they have the advantage of being a snow land. So if you can tutor for snow permanents or islands or mountains, you can get it out.
Oh, that's
Not
right.
quite
We're
as
doing a
fast
draft,
as a
aren't
true
we?
duel.
No, not draft.
No, we're just showing stuff.
Yeah,
off.
we're just
Okay.
showing this stuff off. But like this guy, like that's really cool. I know it's a common, but that's just really cool. You
Yeah.
know. So like if you pull out
Want to
like
show this foil off? Or is it
Nah,
really?
not quite
Okay.
that one. So we'll show like some of the if they're like an edge foil, we'll definitely see the edge foils. But like
I
here's
don't
the
think I got
Tyrite
it.
Sanctum.
So Tyrite Sanctum is a rare from this set. It's a land, adds a colorless. That's okay. What's really cool about it is you can pay 2 colorless and tap it. Target permanent, target legendary creature becomes a god in addition to its other types, and you get to put a +1/+1 counter on it. That comes into play if you want to run like a god tribal deck, where
Yeah.
you throw Coat of Arms out there and then start making everything cool into gods.
Hell yeah.
Stack it up.
Hell yeah. I did get the Colossal Plow too. I just like the vehicle effect that's back. Like vehicles
Yeah.
were back in a big way.
Yeah.
I like them. I think they're cool. This is whenever Colossal Plow attacks, add 3 white mana and you gain 3 life until the end of your turn. You don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. So that's really good. That's holding. You can hold on to a lot of mana. But it is a crew 6. So
The odds of you having a power 6 or greater creature out and wanting to use it to crew a vehicle are a little.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're running a token deck and you wanted to do it, like
Yeah.
I guess
There's
that can
ways
work.
to
But
do it.
yeah,
If you need the mana to float, but
yeah. And we'll pull that guy out. And
Are you
okay,
looking for
cool.
this?
Yeah. Oh yes. So
alrighty.
yeah.
So Paul pulled a Elvish War Master. Whenever one or more elves enter the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. Ability triggers only once each turn. Then its second ability is kind of pricey. It's 2 green and 5 colorless, but all elves you control get +2/+2 until end of turn.
And Death Touch.
And Death Touch. Death Touch is big,
Yeah.
but the board state effect is almost better because if you've got 7 mana in an elf deck, you're probably swinging for lethal.
Yeah. So
There
there's
that
that one.
is.
Yeah. And then you got a real good one too here. So he actually got the Icebound Pillar.
Aha! So the Icebound Pillar is a 3-drop artifact, snow artifact. So once again, there's stuff that'll tutor for snow now. That way you can go looking for that. 1 blue, 2 colors. Pay a snow mana. So snow-covered lands create snow mana and various artifacts. To tap target artifact or creature. That's a little bit of stacks. It's not quite as fast as you want it to be, but it's still good.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, so I think we're ready for second pack.
Second
okay,
pack.
so cool. Second pack it is. Alrighty, second pack time. Second pack time. Let's do
Hopefully one of
this.
you guys gets that Vorinclex. Just, Edge foil Vorinclex. Here we go. Sell that right away.
And some arena stuff that I'm not going to use. And then let's see. What do we got? What do we got here? Let's see.
More treasure. Another one of those. Ooh.
So I pulled one of the alternate arts.
Oh.
Marita of the Frost. Go ahead and show that to you. It is
Yeah,
a changeling,
so
which
nice.
means it's all creature types. You can have it enter the battlefield as a copy of a permanent you control, except for its legendary and snow in addition to its other types. As a creature, it gets 2 additional +1/+1 counters and has changeling. That's huge. It's a 5-drop, but in Commander, that's just right.
That's not bad. And I got an extra foil one too, the squirrel.
You got the squirrel.
I got the squirrel.
So Toski, Bearer of Secrets, the squirrel, everybody has been really hyped about it. Can't be countered. That's huge. It's a 4-drop, but in Commander, especially if it's your Commander, you can use stuff like Jeweled Lotus on it. You can get that out turn 1 pretty easy.
Yeah.
Indestructible, also great for Commander, because if they can't kill your Commander, they're in a bad place. And it attacks every turn if able. Good. I like it. You're not going to block with a 1/1 squirrel most of the time anyway, especially whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. That's any creature.
Yeah, that's amazing. That
so
is
if you
really,
wanted to
really
throw
good.
that in a squirrel token deck,
Yeah.
make a ton of squirrels and just, okay, I'm going to draw my deck out now. See ya.
I did want to show off this one. It's one of the new snow-covered mountains. It's just a good-looking art. I really like the art.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Really is.
The last thing that I got for showing would be the Port of Carfell. So the Port of Carfell enters the battlefield tapped. It adds blue mana on tap. If you do 3 colorless, a blue mana and 2 black mana and tap it, you can sacrifice it, milling 4 cards, then returning a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. But it is tapped.
It's not
But
bad.
I mean, it's still not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Anything that bounces stuff back to the battlefield from the graveyard, especially in blue-black for those zombie players,
Yep.
that's going to see some play.
That is going to see play. That is definitely going to see play. So what do you got for us?
Well, let's see. Oh, wait, I already pulled that one out. Yes.
Okay, so first one we're going to have to show is he pulled a myth. The first mythic of our night, he pulled a gold span
That's
dragon.
also one of the best mythics in the set.
Yes, that one is really good.
Here's your gold span dragon. 5-drop, 4/4, flying in haste. So you're going to swing the first turn it comes in. Whenever it attacks or becomes tapped, you create a treasure token. And treasures you control can sacrifice for 2 mana instead of 1.
Wow, that is really good.
It's huge. If you're
that's really good.
If you're playing dragons and this isn't in your deck, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
If you're playing treasures and it's not in your deck, you're still doing something wrong.
Yeah, that's really good. Then you you already did that one. Okay, so we'll stack the one. Did you have anything else you wanted to show off?
No, not really.
Actually, we wanted to show off these. So we got another couple of. We got a mountain and a forest.
More snowlands.
Yeah, the snowlands
Snowlands.
they look really pretty. I'm really excited about the art on these.
Straight up replacing every land I can with this.
Oh, right.
There's no downside to it.
You're right. There's none. Because it's basic. Yeah, right. It's basic.
The one I wanted to show off, I pulled the World Tree.
Ooh.
It's the new land. I think it's pretty hot. It comes into play tapped. A little bit of sadness, but not a lot. Tap it to add a green mana. As long as you control 6 or more lands you control have tap to add one of any color instead of the color they are.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's not the huge one. Here's the huge ability. You pay 2 of each color mana, sack the World Tree, and you can put any number of gods from your deck into play.
Wow.
Well, you know what? I'm just going
to... just yeet everything onto the board. Oh, my God.
So, I'm playing Commander. I've got the whole collection. I'm going to throw out something that has 5 colors. I'm going to get that World Tree, and then I'm going to dump 20 gods onto the battlefield.
Right? Oh, my God.
So what really makes me happy about this is there's an old school blue card I don't remember the name of, but it lets you change the text from God to, say, Sliver.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So with my competitive 5-color Sliver deck, I can use the World Tree to dump the entire Sliver deck onto the board.
Wow.
Ouch.
Yikes.
This is pretty hot.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that one.
We ready for pack number 3? I think we're on 3. Yeah, we're on pack number 3.
I got 2 empties, so
yeah,
either that or I'm behind.
Yeah.
Little column A, little column B. Oh, we're not talking about,
Yeah.
Little column A, little column B. And, Foretell. I got a Foretell marker. Nice.
Oh.
That's a new mechanic to this set, and I love it. It is gorgeous.
I did have one that has Foretell on it.
Yep. Yes,
What'd you get?
Saw it coming.
Saw it coming. Why don't you kick that over here? That's one of the cards I wanted to talk about.
That was from the last deck.
Alrighty.
So, Foretell is the new mechanic. You exile a card face down, and then you can play it on a later turn for its Foretell cost within the restraints of the card. So if it's an instant, whenever you can instant. So, the Foretell cost for Saw It Coming is 1 blue and 1 colorless. and it is a straight up counterspell.
Yep. And to help with that one too, show them I just pulled out Haunting Voyage.
Alrighty. This is huge. This is one of the things that everybody's excited about. Is Saw It Coming. That's going to see a whole lot of play.
And I was
because
sitting on it,
players cannot interact with it since it's exiled.
Yep.
Oh.
So you can't make them discard it. You can't make them mill it. It is sitting here being like...
I do remember, though, that
That's
there was
awesome.
some white cards, the older ones, that did allow you to bring stuff back from exile, even from other players, but they were older cards.
There might be one or two, but they're not a whole lot of them.
Yeah.
All right, so Haunting Voyage. It's a 6 CMC black spell, 2 black, 4 colorless, and it brings 2 creatures back from the graveyard. But if you cast it for a 7 CMC foretell cost, so you gotta pay 2 to foretell it, and then another 7 to cast it from exile, you bring everything from your graveyard back to the battlefield. Throw it in a zombie deck. Once you got the mana rocking, you just crank all the zombies back from the graveyard.
So I choose zombies, and every zombie comes back. That's really good stuff. That's really good stuff.
I see that being played in almost every zombie tribal deck for Commander.
Yep.
All right. I got another foretell card. I like this one a lot. It's Depart the Realm. So foretell for 2 colors, right? But its foretell cost is only 1 blue mana, and you bounce target permanent back to its owner's hand.
Oh.
So this is great because if you've got that creature that you need to win, and the other guy's like, I'm going to exile that.
Yeah.
Just bounce it back to your hand. Or if they drop the creature they need to win, but you're close enough to pull it off, bounce it to their hand and ruin their day.
Yep.
Plus, everybody's going to look at that face down card and think, well, maybe he's got the counter and play around a counter because Saw It Coming's the huge one in the set.
So you actually pulled one of the gods finally. So we got our first god card today.
And it's one of my favorites.
Yep. Koizuma, God of the Voyage.
I thought it was Zorvar. No, I haven't seen this one yet. Alrighty. This is kind of nice. So, at the beginning of upkeep, you may exile Kasima. If you do, it gains whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control. If Kasima is exiled, you may put a voyage counter on it. If you don't, return Kasima to the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters and draw X cards, where X is the number of voyage counters. This is huge, especially in landfall decks.
Yep.
The new landfall with that stupid crap where you mill 3 cards every time a land drops.
Yeah.
So you play it in Simic where you got green and blue to really ramp up that land play. Stack a huge number of counters, then drop Kasima for the win.
Yep. That's really good. That's a good draw. That's a good pull, man. Yep. That is a good pull. Anything else we wanted to highlight this time, or are we good? Out of this one?
Well, this one has foretell, if you're interested in that. But I just like the look of this one.
Oh, yeah. We got to show this one. It's a Simic shapeshifter, but that art is just amazing. That art is just really, really good.
That's the one that I pulled the
altar for. Yeah.
And both arts are great.
Yes.
Mareed is awesome.
Do we want to zoom that in a little?
And the changelings are pretty good, too.
I mean, we'll have to hold them up. I mean, we could zoom it in a little bit. Like, do you want to reach up there and zoom in just a little bit?
This one?
Yeah.
Which way?
Where's the W on it?
Towards the W?
Towards the T. Towards the T.
How are we?
I'll let you know in a minute.
If we tilt it down just a little, it should be good.
I think we're good right there. Yeah, we're good right there. Yeah,
feel free to turn the screen around on it so we can see it.
So my pack from the rare, the Faceless Haven. Add 1 colors, pay 3 snows. It becomes a 4/3 creature with vigilance and all creature types until end of turn. Not a bad land.
Yeah.
Changeling is definitely coming back. It's going to be a tribal thing, I think.
Yeah.
Changelings were already a tribal thing, but now they're getting...
Now it's going to be even more. Yeah. So next one?
Next pack.
Alrighty, next pack it is.
I'm liking Paul's pulls, man.
You're getting some good. That dragon is really good.
It's one of the most valuable cards in the set, too. The big 2 are Vorinclex and the Trickster God. But
so
that one's right up.
Disdainful. Okay. Infernal Patch down. All right. Okay. Oh, I do like this guy. He's good.
So we got another Altart. Zvela, the Ice Shaper. So this one's cool because it has an ability that lets you create mana rocks. It's a little slow for standard, but for Commander it's great because you can really start that mana ramp rolling. And it's in green-red. It also lets you look at the top. Never mind. So, for a measly 8 CMC, you can look at the top 4 cards of your library and cast a spell without paying the mana cost.
Wow.
So it costs a lot of mana, but
Yeah.
if you got the mana to do it, you're going to be happy.
I did get another Snow Dual land. It's the blue-black one. The Ice Tunnel.
And I love that art.
Yeah, that art is really, really good. That art is really, really good.
I like the art on that one.
So,
It's
do we have the
regular.
sideboard on?
Oh, no, we don't. My bad. I didn't realize you had one on there.
No worries.
I got the Kraken.
We'll
The
show
Kraken.
them this again real quick because they didn't get to see the art.
Alrighty. Here is the Ice Tunnel with the Art of Happiness. We in there?
Yep, we should be in there. Yep. Should
there
be
we
in
go.
there.
Tunnel of Ice.
Yes, love it. Love it, love it, love it.
And then here is the Icebreaker Kraken.
Ooh.
So it's 12 CMC, 2 blue and 10 colors, but it's 1 cheaper for every snow permanent you have. When it enters the battlefield, artifacts and creatures target opponent controls do not untap during his next untap step. And then you can bounce 3 snow lands you control back to your hand, and put the Kraken back in your hand. So if somebody's like, nah, don't want to deal with that giant fish.
Oh, you got some of those too?
Yep, I got the Bloody Massacre and the Bloody Massacre. And let's show them. What was the rare you pulled? Oh,
What did
you
you get?
pulled the Skemfar Avenger. That's for elves.
Skemfar
Yeah.
Avenger, another elf thing.
Yep.
Definitely an elf thing. So whenever an elf or a berserker you control dies, everybody loses 1 life. Non-token.
Yep.
But still,
Not bad. Yeah.
in green and black, with elves, you're going to be getting stuff back from the graveyard.
Yeah, a lot.
And then the Bloody Massacre. First tick, create a 2/3 red demon berserker with menace. Whenever a berserker attacks this turn, you draw a card and lose a life. So in Berserker Tribal, that's going to be pretty cool. And I think there's enough in here to make it work. And then the third one, add 1 red mana for each berserker you control. Until end of turn, you don't lose the mana during your
Yep.
steps.
That's really good. I like that. And with it's red, which you're not really going to see red in too many elf decks, but there's a lot of elf berserkers in this now too.
So instead of looking at the elf half of it, you can, or the demon, it's a demon, not an elf.
Yeah, no, but I mean, there's a lot of demon or
Yeah.
elf berserkers, so it doesn't help elves, but there's a lot of demons.
You
too.
can find
Yeah.
other berserkers in the set, I think, and there's a bunch of stuff that lets you make extra copies of tokens when tokens enter.
Yeah, yep, that's
Ooh.
true. And do you have anything to show?
I showed off that Icebreaker Kraken.
Okay, so we're good. We good for next pack?
Yeah, I think we
Except
are.
the 1 and 2 on this one is actually kind of rather
think I
interesting if
threw
you
a
can
rare
use it
in.
right.
Oh yeah, so this one would be choose a creature you control until your next turn. All damage that would be dealt to creatures you control is dealt to that creature instead.
That's
so
nice.
yeah, I mean
That's
you're
very
like
nice.
you
I
choose
block
an
with every-
indestructible creature and just like okay he can't die anyway, so who cares? Like that's actually
Or
pretty
if
cool.
you find a way to where
There's a lot of black white angel stuff in this set.
Mhm.
That would be interesting in an angel deck. That would be very interesting in an
there are
angel deck.
also a lot of mechanics that say whenever this creature is dealt damage, it
Does something? Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So you can put it into that and be like, cool, every time my creature is dealt damage, you have to mill a card. Or
Yeah.
you take damage.
That's really cool. So let's go ahead and do pack number 5.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yep,
right.
pack number 5. We're gonna have 8 packs to open today.
8?
8
Six,
total.
6 from the
6 and then the 2 prize
8.
packs.
I can count, I
Yeah.
swear.
Yeah,
And
because
you're
since
in.
we're not able to do this in store, we get the 2 prize packs. Just for buying instead of
Gratis.
participation. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a nice land. The looks of it.
Oh yes, that one is good. The Sulphurous Mine is good.
I
Re-
really like all these snowlands. Even
yes.
though they come in tapped, I'm a fan.
Yeah, me too.
Because they're tutorable with all those fetch lands that everybody is crazy about, like Misty Rainforest and Scalding Tarn.
Only half of my snowlands come in tapped, but they don't do much anything aside the fact that they're just snowland.
Oh, that's interesting.
So I pulled a couple of things I'd like to showcase. The Blessing of Frost. Distribute X +1/+1 counters among any number of creatures you control, where X is the amount of snow spent to cast the spell. Then draw a card for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. That
What's
is
the
Blessing of
converted
Frost.
mana cost on that?
Yeah, 4 total. 1 green,
Alrighty.
3, yeah.
So if
nice.
you're running all the snowland permanents, you can get
4.
+4/+4
Yeah.
or 4 +1/+1s, however you want.
Yep. And then I just like that swamp. That's just such a nice
The
snow
snowlands
swamp.
are so pretty.
Yeah, they are. They are so pretty. I definitely want to make
Okay.
sure we show those off.
Here's another
Thank you.
land that's probably worth looking at.
We've already done that one.
Already done that one?
Yep,
Okay.
we've already showed that one. But yes.
Did you look up Jarl the Forsaken?
Jarl the Forsaken.
Jarl
Now, I do like this guy. He's it's a common, but it is a black with three colorless flash. When Jarl of the Forsaken enters the battlefield, destroy target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn, and it has foretell for 1 black and 1 colorless.
So that's great. I mean, you can cast it whenever you can cast an instant. So you block that dude's 12/12
Yep.
with your 1/1, deal it 1 damage, then flip him over and nuke the 12/12.
Exactly. That's not bad at all.
It's
What
removal in a different manner. I
Yes.
like it.
Yeah.
So I pulled Draugr Necromancer. It's a zombie cleric snow creature.
I think I saw that one.
If a
recently.
non-token creature an opponent controls would die, and exile that card with an ice counter on it instead. Here's the big part of this. You can cast spells from among cards in exile your opponents own with ice counters on them, and you can spend mana from snow sources of those any color to cast these spells.
Wow, that's really good.
That makes me happy.
Yeah, zombies
There's
gonna be.
a lot of zombie
The
love.
zombies got some love. Let's
Well, I
see.
just
Sigrid Godfrey.
Oh, so Sigrid Godfavor. Go ahead and
Alrighty.
take that.
Flash, cast it whenever you want. CMC 3, 2 white and a colorless. First strike, protection from god creatures. Normally that would be a little iffy, but there's a lot of god
There's a
love
lot of
in
gods.
this set,
Yeah.
so I can see it coming out. Whenever Sigrid Godfavored enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target attacking or blocking creature until Sigrid leaves the battlefield. That's kind of huge.
Yeah. That's you swing with your big beat stick, and he's exiled. Now he's on the board.
That is an Oblivion Ring in a 3 CMC legendary creature. That is.
Yeah, that is nice. That is nice. You're getting some good. You're getting some good
that.
stuff. Yeah, you're getting some good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and do another pack.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, so pack number 6. So after this, it's the 2 gratis packs. Alrighty.
Had to say it fancy, didn't
I
you?
had to say the
Gratis.
gratis. The gratis.
Free.
Don't worry,
means free.
Don't worry, I say car hole instead of garage.
I like gratis.
I'm not going to go down that line. No.
Oh, I got 2 of the islands, one of them foil.
That foil one's probably going to be worth a little bit.
Yep.
And it's
Very nice.
pretty.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Same art. One is shiny.
Well, this is definitely going to
Like
go
shiny.
in. This one is definitely going to go into my wife's cat dog deck for Ren and Seri. This one is for 3 colorless and a green. When Asika's Chariot enters the battlefield, create 2/2 green cat creature tokens. Whenever Asika's Chariot attacks, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. Crew
Yeah,
4.
that's going into Ren and
That's
Seri.
going into Ren and Seri immediately. That is good stuff. That is good.
Do you even know what you're going to pull out of Ren and Seri, though?
You never know. You never know.
So I pulled one of the new other kind of. Let's call them flip lands. I think that's the appropriate term.
Yeah.
So on one side it's the Sliverboard Pathway. It's a land that gives you green mana. On the other side, it is the Darkboard Pathway, which gives you black mana. This is great for Commander. It's
Yes.
one card that you can use as either land depending on what you need.
I really
Not-
want to get that particular one to put on my Catherall deck. Yes.
Not quite as good as, the traditional dual lands or the
Yes.
shock lands. Still nice, though.
Yes. Still very nice. It's like, ooh, I really need a green right now, or I really need a black right
Yeah,
now. There
yeah.
we go. Yeah. I like having
I'll
options.
put them in decks.
Yeah.
I will definitely put them in decks.
Did you have anything you want to show off?
Well, these did. I know one's a rare.
oh my god.
Of course, you're not looking in that one.
So this one
That's
here is
the
a
god I
mythic.
thought it was going to be.
Yes, this is
That's
Orvar the All Form. Dude, you got
with
the packs.
the alternate art.
Yes.
Orvar with the alternate art. Man, Paul is the lucky man today.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
So I'm going to pick this dude up now that you guys have seen him because he's got a lot of flavor
Okay.
text. So he's a changeling. That means he's got all creature types. That's pretty money right there. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, insuri.
Yeah.
Whenever you cast
word.
an insuri, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, if it targets one or more other permanents you control, create a token that's a copy of one of those permanents.
Wow.
When a spell or ability an opponent control causes you to discard Orvar, create a token that's a copy of target permanent.
Damn. So even when you're like, finally he's gone, like, yeah, but he leaves a parting gift.
But
That is fantastic.
so look at that, dude, and then think about all the white spells that say all your creatures get +1/+1.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
That dude's money.
Mhm.
He is one of my favorite cards from this set.
He is
And
fantastic.
he is broken.
Yep, he is fantastic.
Wow.
Alrighty, so that's what we're showing off there.
Bonus
Okay.
pack?
So number 7, let's do it.
All right, we're hoping for Valky or Vorinclex out of one of these.
I mean, I'm kind of hoping for Halvard, but let's see.
Halvar?
Halvar. I'm kind of
Well, if
hoping
you
for
don't pull
Halvar.
one, I got an extra one for you from...
Ooh, I
earlier.
got me another Woodland Chasm.
Yes,
I
pretty.
like it. I like it.
I got to show these off. The treasure tokens from this set are sick.
Yeah,
They're just gorgeous. I know it's only a token, but I like it.
I have a token snow artifact you want to show off.
So
Yeah.
got another Orvar.
So we got 2 Orvars in the alternate art
Yep.
for the happy times.
That is some happy times. I will definitely take that. That is some happy times.
I'm glad you boys are getting some luck.
I think that's going to be it for my showing, though, this time. The rest of them is stuff that we already got.
I pulled another Faceless Haven.
I did get a replicating ring, which I think could become another Commander staple, but I don't really know what I'm talking about.
So replicating ring is cool because you tap it to add a mana of any color. It's got a little bit of a high CMC for
3,
mana
yeah.
rock. But the big thing is you start putting counters on it. When you hit a certain number of counters, you make a bunch of copies of replicating ring.
Yeah.
So in the right decks with like Inexorable Tide where you double the number of counters on stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Any deck where you're really stacking counters, you're going to ramp out quick with it. So
it seems like it's a better Skyclave relic?
It's like a niche staple.
Okay.
Skyclave Relic has its own advantages, but I think in any deck where you're really stacking counters, that's a good call.
I almost made my son cry with a deck like that. he almost swore off Magic forever.
And we have a legendary creature, Demon Rogue. With this is Varagoth, Blood Sky Sire. It's a black and 2 colorless. It has Death Touch, Boast, which is one of the new ones too. Red is Boast.
One of the new mechanics.
It's colorless and black. Target player searches their library for a card, then shuffles their library and puts that card on top of it. So, I mean, for pretty cheap to just stack something.
It's a tutor, dude.
Yeah,
it is a straight up tutor.
Yeah, that's really good.
So there are a couple of combos
the
coming out of this set that make this guy really worth it. One of them is there's a creature that lets you, one of the gods lets you boast twice, so you could tutor for 2 cards in a row.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah.
You combine that with spells like Opt, which is a 1 CMC blue spell that lets you scry 1 and put it in your hand. Or you combine it with things like the new red counterspell, Tilbut's Mischief, I think it is.
I think so.
So what that does is you counter target spell, pick a number 1, 2, or 3, mill that many cards, and then cast the next one.
Oh.
So here's the 3-part combo just out of this side. You take Vargoth, the one that lets you boast twice, and Tilbut's Mischief. You swing with Vargoth, boast twice, put Blightsteel Colossus, and a Swamp.
Yeah.
Then you counter something stupid.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to opt and counter it. Mill 1, Swamp goes to the bottom. Cast Blightsteel for free.
Yep, that's badass. That's really good. That's really good.
Anything that lets you tutor is always money.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna look at last packs, and then we're gonna hand it over to Vince, and we're gonna have him talk about his deck tech. So let's see what else we got here. Let's see what else. So, ooh, another volatile fjord, and In Search of Greatness. And Mystic Reflection. I got 2 rares out of that one.
There you go. And Mystic Reflection is one of those rares that's worth a little bit, man.
Mm-hmm.
The only foils I got are common, but I do like the way that.
Yeah, the art is so good in this set. But I mean, it's Nordic art. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
This whole set is just money.
Oh, hey, another Runeforge champion.
Good pull. Definitely a good pull.
Yep. So I pulled out Mystic Reflection. It is a 1 blue, 1 colorless. It's an instant. Choose target non-legendary creature. The next time 1 or more creatures or planeswalkers enter the battlefield this turn, they enter as copies of the chosen creature.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Foretell for 1 blue, which is very, very nice. Ooh, that is really good stuff. And then I pulled In Search of Greatness. I'll let you take care of that one.
Alrighty.
And it's a foil.
At the beginning of your upkeep, you may cast a permanent spell from your hand with converted mana cost equal to 1 plus the highest CMC among other permanents you control without paying its mana cost. If you don't, scry 1. That's insane. That is straight up insane. So, you cheat in something awesome, and then you pay 2 greed mana for something more awesome.
Yes.
So think about a Selvala deck or a Yisan deck, where you cheat in things with Quicksilver, Amulet, or your commander. So I cheat in a 6 CMC creature. And then I use that to cast Craterhoof Behemoth.
Yep.
And I win.
Yeah.
So you win for 6 mana.
Yeah. This is one of the cards that really made me do it like a triple take while I was reading about it. It was just like, this is really good. This is really, really good. And
that's good, but what I really love is that other card you pulled.
Yeah, the blue one? Yeah.
So, if you're in blue, red, and white, there's a card called Assemble the Legion. I think it's Assemble the Legion. And every turn you put another counter on it, and then you put a number of soldiers into play, 1/1 soldiers into play equal to the number of counters. So you drop Mystic Reflection on something like a 6/6 Angel. Right before Assemble the Legion drops 10 token creatures into play. And then you got 10 6/6 Angels. Yes.
Yeah,
we approve of that message.
Yes. That is true. That is very, very true. So that is our pools. We're going to go ahead and we're going to toss it over to Vince for a minute, and he's going to talk about the deck tech that he came up with.
Alrighty. Well, I did this one real quick off the top of my head. I am sure there's plenty of improvements we can make to the deck, and I probably will make after I play it twice, but I wanted to see what I could do with Halvar, and it's a mono-white deck. It's Voltron, of course, because when you're running mono-white, that's a great option. Halvar lets creatures you control that are enchanted or equipped have double strike. That's huge. So you drop Halvar and you put Lightning Greaves on it. So he has haste. But just putting the Greaves on him gives him double strike. That's 8 commander damage right off the bat.
Yep.
So here he is. The other thing about him is at the beginning of each combat, you can move an equipment from an equipped creature to another creature. That can be really useful, especially if somebody pulls out something like Water Knot that taps your creatures and doesn't let them untap. So the basic parts of the deck tech are a couple Shuffle Titans in Kozilek, Butcher of Truth, and Ulamog the Infinite Gyre. Because we all know that guy who likes to play mill and just, okay, put your whole deck in the graveyard. Not with Shuffle Titans, you don't. Plus, it's really cool to have a 10/10 Annihilator, Indestructible. Yeah. They're just beautiful card deck. Alright, so the first win con is Grafted Exoskeleton. Halvar's a 4/4. Grafted Exoskeleton, you equip it to a creature. It gets +2/+2 and infect. So that means if Halvar hits anybody, he kills them. That's player eliminated right there. Win con number 2 with the gigantic number of equipment we have in this deck is Balin the Wandering Knight. He's actually one of your traditional Voltron white commanders because he has this nifty little ability that for 2 mana you attach all equipment you control to him. So in case they knock Halvar out, you just, okay, that's cool. I'm just going to put everything on Balin and ruin your life. So then we have another, because I'm a horrible person, couple of infinite combos going on here. We have Walking Ballista and Triskelion. So what these two guys do is you pull a count, they interplay with a number of +1/+1 counters on. Then you pull a +1/+1 counter off them to deal 1 damage to target. What makes it an infinite win combo is Hiliad Suncrowned. So you pay 2 mana and give target creature lifelink. Whenever target creature deals damage to, whenever you gain life, put +1/+1 counter on target creature. So, Walking Ballista, you pull a counter, deal damage, put a counter, pull a counter, deal a damage, put a counter, pull a counter. And it works with Triskelion. So I was like, cool, I just kill you and gain 40 life in the process.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was fun. I thought you guys would enjoy that.
You have a very weird idea of enjoyment.
So out of the new set, we put Sigrid the God Favorite in here because it's removal and a creature with flash. I love it. It makes me happy. We put Weathered Runestone in here because with this set, all those zombie players are going to be wanting to bring stuff out of the graveyard, and Weathered Runestone just doesn't let you do it. You are not allowed to play permanents from the graveyard or straight from the library. Just period. Players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries, and they can't interplay into the battlefield from graveyards or libraries. It's one of the things about Voltron decks that a lot of people neglect that you've got to deal with it is put just enough stacks in there to get your big commander out with that one-piece Zorro field with 15 swords attached to him to run across the board and just ruin somebody's life. I threw in Ruined Crown, get that white rune out of the graveyard or out of the library, make him just a little bit nastier. I put Goldvein Pick in. It's one of the new artifacts from this set. Quite honestly, if I make this deck meaner, I'm just going to drop it. But it creates treasure tokens, and I like me some treasure. So, here's one of my big ones. Redain, God of the Worthy.
Oh, because this is an artifact.
New God creature. Flying, vigilance. Snow lands your opponent's control enter the battlefield tap. So, you got a creature that flies, doesn't attack, it doesn't tap to attack, and makes your opponent's lands tap. It stacks. But here's my favorite part about it. 9 creature spells your opponent's cast with CMC 4 or greater cost 2 more. So you got 2 stacks effects in 1 creature for 3 mana. If you're not playing this card in white stacks, I don't know why. Just horrible choices.
Right.
Runeforge Champion. We already discussed why. Then we've got a couple stacks pieces in Defense Grid and Portcullis. Threw in Enlightened Tutor because, well, playing artifacts. Want something that pulls enchantments and artifacts. Silence for that combo with Silence and Isochron Scepter. Once again, Paul's probably going to think I have a weird idea of fun. So what Isochron Scepter does is when it enters the play, you imprint a spell on it. CMC 2 or less, I think. It's in here somewhere. Or is it hiding? It's under some of all this coolness. Ah, here we are. So, there's Isochron Scepter for people who don't know what it does. You imprint a spell, and then you can pay 2 colors and tap it to cast that spell. Silence is an instant, and it says your opponents can't cast spells this turn.
God damn.
So you're just like, cool. Silence. Next turn. Silence.
Yeah.
Next turn. Silence. Have I won yet? I don't know. Got some basic removal like Oblivion Ring, Swords to Plowshares. That's stuff all you guys love. And then we've got all the swords. I love my swords. So we got Fire and Ice, the extended full art Happiness. Feast and Famine, extended full art Happiness. Light and Shadow, extended full art Happiness. You get the theme. Most of them are like that. They're in here to just ruin people's day. You put them all on the commander, you hit them for 20 damage and call it a night. Blackblade Reforged, because almost every creature in this, if it's not a tutor, it's a legendary. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each land you control, and it only costs 3 to equip for legendary creatures. There's that legendary key. Since we're playing a monocolor, we threw in Jeweled Lotus because 0 CMC, 3 mana of any color for your commander. Yes, please. Any other big ones we've got in here? I don't think so off the top of my head. You know, we've got Stoneforge Mystic, Mana Vault, all your standard Voltron stuff. It's all on the deck list.
And we will put the entire deck list up on the screen for you. So if you want, you can screenshot it, so that way you can have a look and see like what, like if you want to give it a shot, if you want to build it, or you know if you want to build towards it. I mean, definitely do that.
Yeah,
so we'll have that on the screen for you.
And you don't have to get the fancy versions of everything. I did because I'm a brat, but you know. So one of the things from Modern Horizons that works really well with this mechanic that I want to show off real quick And then land tax and idyllic tutor. You guys know all the tutors and all that fun stuff that's going to be in your standard white Voltron deck. But what I want to point out, because we've got Kaldheim with all the snow permanents, is On Thin Ice. It came from Modern Horizons. It's a real niche card because it's about snow permanents. Or at least it was a niche card until now, because now we have snow everywhere.
Yep.
It is a 1 white mana snow enchantment aura. Enchant snow land you control. When it enters the battlefield, exile target creature and opponent controls until Thin Ice leaves.
Ooh.
It is a 1 mana Oblivion Ring, and all it needs is Snowlands, which we now conveniently have everywhere.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it for the deck tech. You can check out the list, but most of it is standard Voltron, other than the cards I mentioned.
For my Kaldheim pre-release pack, I'm actually going to be giving away my arena pass to that one. We're going to put that on the screen where you guys can actually read it. I'd suggest taking a screenshot of it if you can. That should show up nice. You'll have to turn off the thing and turn it on.
I did.
Okay, cool. So that's for you to have. Whoever gets to it first, you're the one who got it. Just appreciate you guys actually giving us a watch. That's going to be the only one that we give away today, because these two guys are actually going to be playing Arena, and I'm not.
You know what?
There we
I
go.
got enough Arena stuff. If I find one in my pile, I'm going to throw mine up there.
There's one in the box.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Right there.
Well, mine too. I got 'em.
Aha!
Yeah.
All right, guys.
So you got that one on there. All right, you can remove that one
You
and
ready?
put yours. Okay.
Here's mine. Go ahead and screenshot it. I play Arena, but I figure you guys can use the packs more than me.
Yeah. And I don't. You don't. Okay. So there's that one, and now there's that one.
And here's Paul's. So that's 3 free Arena passes.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of love for you guys.
Yep, so we want to really appreciate, to show you guys that we appreciate you all watching and having a good time with us. I realize that we don't have any spare sleeves laying around, do we?
No.
So I'm not gonna be shuffling my cards, because I don't shuffle my cards without sleeves. But guys,
You know what? I might have some spare sleeves.
I was gonna bring some and I completely forgot.
Yeah.
Sadly, and they were My Hero Academia sleeves, so I was gonna be very happy to show those
dude.
off, and I completely forgot. They're All Might too. They're all literally All Might sleeves, and I forgot.
You know what? That's perfect. You put those All Might sleeves on a Voltron deck with Kalvar.
That, or
There
in
you
this
go.
new green black deck I'm looking at right now, going like, ooh, this is good
Little bit
stuff.
of that. Yeah, there you go.
But that's about an hour of streaming. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it there, guys. If you do want to see us, I'm actually gonna keep all of my Kaldheim stuff separate from everything else. So if you guys do want to see us have a a couple of matches, maybe add one more person to this so we can have like a round robin thing. If you want to see that, definitely let us know in the comments, either on YouTube or let us know on Twitch. We will definitely do that if you guys are interested in seeing it. I mean, it's basically going to be who does Vince mess up first. But, I do enjoy playing the game. I just did a draft where Chaos draft for Game Vault, and we had a great time. And my only plan was I could not draft rares. I failed because I actually ended up drafting my one rare and accidentally put it in my deck. But hey, I actually won a series of games with nothing but commons.
Did you get? Who got the revised pack?
Oh, it was part of the thing, but it was pretty bad. It was mostly lands. Yeah,
Okay.
sadly, it was mostly lands.
The good lands?
No,
Okay.
no. It was all regular islands.
When you say
yeah.
it was mostly lands with
I would
the
have
guys,
said dual lands. Yeah, like mostly.
I got
dual
real
lands.
excited when you
Yeah.
said mostly lands. I was
But it
like,
was a great time. Definitely check out Game Vault's Twitch and YouTube. They're going to be doing a lot more stuff for various drafts and things like that. I know we want to do one for Vanguard. I'm trying to convince them, and you guys can help me to do a draft league for Blood Bowl. I think that would be really fun, really interesting. I think that'd be really cool. I think that would be really cool. So definitely let us know what you guys think. And again, if you guys like the video, then please give us a like, subscribe. We're sitting at 86 subscribers right now, so watch out, PewDiePie. But yeah,
on number 87. That's the one.
If you guys want to see more of this kind of content, just let us know, and we'll bring the content that we can. We did have to postpone the Lost Ruins of Arnak Maniac video from yesterday. Life kind of got in the way, but we will be doing that one Monday night. It may be a later stream than normal, but I will be streaming that one. It may just be me, or if I can convince some of these guys to come in and do a play, because if it's just me, I'm still going to play the game as if it's a 2-player game, so you guys can see how it's played, and then I'll talk about the review. I know it's my board game of the week, so you guys already kind of know what my thoughts are on that, but I'll get much deeper into why I feel like it's going to be in top 10 lists at the end of this year. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. But yeah, thanks a lot for the idea, Vince, of drafting this. I think this is how I'm going to do all my drafts from now on. I mean, I like, or my
pre-release openings.
Yeah, I really like this. And well, if you guys want to see Magic content on the channel, like I said, just give us a holler. Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the comments, or send us an email. They can send us an email if you guys want to talk to us, or if you guys want to, anything how you want to interact. We love interacting with you people. So definitely do that. I think that's going to go ahead and do us for tonight. Thank you all for joining us, and keep rolling dice, my dudes. Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.